Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to some more of the Other Worlds. I am not gonna lie, I recorded this voiceover originally and it got messed up and I didn't necessarily want to put on another part, without a voiceover, but I am pretty pissed off about it and really annoyed. So yeah, I've pretty much seen all this already, but we are basically on our way to do a side mission that I missed out on, which is to basically pick up the vicar, the town's vicar, as a companion. We were supposed to get a book for him, so we're gonna go do that and we pick him up as a companion. So yeah, I'm basically just switching my loadout, trying out some new things, cause I don't know, I still haven't really found the exact arrangement of guns that I like yet. So there's that.
Thinking of tinkering at the workbench?
I don't really know what I'm gonna do for that energy weapon, but it's really good.
I used to love watching Alex work. Now I like watching you.
The damage stats on it aren't as high. I don't know if that's because of my affinities or if it's just something else, but man, when it tanks, dude. I've been like taking people out in like 2 shots. Man, I gotta say, it's really weird re-recording a voiceover. I mean, after you kind of already know what's gonna happen. And I guess I could fake it and be like, I'm surprised. I haven't seen this already. But I'm not gonna do that. It just seems kind of scummy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys like that. So yeah, but as you guys will see, like later on, this gun is awesome. I really like it. So I'm definitely gonna look at investing some upgrades, and I also enjoy sniping, but I don't know how many opportunities I'm gonna get to do a lot of that. So I guess I'll see what I'll end up using. But so far I'm really liking this. I'm liking the assault rifle. I also kinda enjoy using pistols, even though they aren't super effective, I guess. But yeah, just watch this, watch this. Just 2 or 3 shots and those guys are like going down, dude. And I think I take this out in 1 shot, yep. That is impressive. I mean, it is a single shot weapon, but still, if only that had rapid fire, it'd be so much better, but you know, it is what it is. So it's unfortunate that like in this game I find that I'm always low on mag picks. I think that's what they're called. Which is a problem because I miss out on all these chests. I'm definitely gonna try to upgrade my stealth skill a lot more, so in the future I can like easily have an easier time opening chests and stuff, and it won't cost me as much. And I definitely need to start like buying some more mag picks from vendors. But it's kind of unfortunate that like every time you open a chest you end up using all of them, because it sucks because you can't really get everything. Whereas in something like Skyrim you had lock picks, but you know, you would only lose that resource if you ended up breaking one of them. This on the other hand, well, you don't really have a choice any matter, which I don't know, kinda sucks. They could have like added in some kinda mini game or something. That's like one thing so far about this game that I don't enjoy. Oh yes, and before I forget, if any of you guys like know of a way that I could avoid, like not necessarily avoid, but deal with YouTube's video compression, because when I finish editing these videos, they look significantly better before I upload them than after, and I don't really know what the hell to do, man. YouTube's video compression hits my videos hard, and I've seen like other let's plays and stuff of the same game, even if it's on PlayStation just like mine, and usually that footage just looks better. But I don't know if that has to do with the fact that most of those guys are using capture cards and I'm just using the internal recording software on PlayStation. I really need to get myself a capture card, but you know, I'm surprised I didn't lose health there. Yeah, so we're basically just making our way back to town now. Oh, no, not yet. We still haven't got the book. Just kind of given a location. Oh, and for those of you who watch these videos on BitChute, if you go over to YouTube, we're actually like at least one part ahead, maybe two. So if you guys like wanted more content a lot more quickly, I tend to be at least one part ahead on YouTube. So if you guys want to go over there and check it out, feel free. I could use the extra views and subs, you know. Surprisingly, my videos on BitChute get views, but I have no subs, which is weird. But hey, not complaining. But yes, for those of you over on BitChute that are watching this video, subscribe. Also leave a like, you know, that stuff helps. Those of you on YouTube as well that are watching my videos and aren't subscribed, do that. It helps, as well as leave a like. YouTube doesn't exactly like promote my channel or anything like that. We've kind of been screwing over independent creators for a while now, so you know. Man, this game has some really long loading screens, and even then, when the game loads back up, there's a ton of popping, which is a bit immersion breaking. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. This game is really good. Don't get me wrong, it's really well written. The graphics are above average, I would say. I wouldn't say they're anything to like go oh my god about or revolutionary or anything like that, but they're definitely above average and I do appreciate them. Even on this isn't really a standard PlayStation, it's a slim. But even on this game looks really good.
It's a fine new day in Edgewater. The cannery hums, streetlights and faces glow. I suppose this means the two of you were able to sort out the matter? I am somewhat taken aback by that, given the heat between her and Mr. Thompson. What deal did you strike
Yeah,
with her,
well,
I wonder?
Thompson's gone now, so, you know, no more issues on that account. Uh,
From our
okay, I
own
did tell him.
graveyard, just outside the gates. And Silas had not even an inkling. What do they pay the man for?
To dig graves. I don't think he's supposed to guard them. I don't think that was part of his job description, but I don't know. Could be. Yeah, I would expect him to be a little more
I'd need
upset
to
about
give
it.
it careful consideration before answering. If it does improve the soil, it would seem to be a benefit overall. Once the spark of life is fled, the mortal form is but unanimated matter, comprised of the same elements as the rest of the universe. We inter for the comfort of the living, not the benefit of the dead. While distasteful, I would judge Ms. McDevitt's actions beneficial to the greater good.
I actually agree with him on that point, and what he said is actually really sensible. We kind of bury people for our benefit, you know. Dead men have no wants, opinions,
Then I would
any of
counsel
that
them
stuff.
to work through their emotions and assess the matter rationally. Animals are ruled by their hearts. Humans were gifted with intellect for a purpose.
Yeah, but humans are animals too. I think a lot of people tend to forget that.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth
Just
all the
because we know the
sacrifices
screwing and light bulb doesn't
Wait.
mean we still aren't driven
What the
by
fuck
him.
is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French.
Yeah, I remember this.
It's a law-forsaken
Um,
joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
Well, that outburst was kinda ironic, especially coming from a man of the cloth, you know. But most priests are hypocrites anyway, so he doesn't really seem to be any different, to be honest.
There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
I think wasn't he like the same person that was telling us how nice this place was and how it's gonna like be on the uptick soon and blah blah blah, being all optimistic. Guess that was all fake.
Please, those dolts? Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship.
Yes, I do.
Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as
Alright,
well.
that's actually pretty useful, the computers thing. Don't really care about the rest of the stuff, I mean. Pravati kinda uses a hammer and she's pretty decent with a shotgun,
Well,
so...
understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field.
Okay, impressive, I guess. But yeah, we'll take them.
Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this. It is my esteemed pleasure to serve as your crew vicar, Captain.
Yeah, cool. We have a priest now. This is starting to kind of look like the crew from Firefly. I don't know how many of you guys like know about that show or ever watched it. Unfortunately, can't remember what network it originally aired on, but the idiots aired the episodes out of order, and it kind of ruined the entire series, and it was kind of cancelled before it even really got to become something. But it's a cult classic, and it is really good. My uncle is really into sci-fi, or was. I don't know if he still is, but yeah. We borrowed the entire series from him and ended up watching it, and we also watched a movie. Thanks to him, I got into Star Wars, Star Trek, Firefly, all the nerdy sci-fi stuff that I like. And I guess I would say that Lord of the Rings got me into, science, fantasy. So there you go. You guys now know a little about me. I'm a huge nerd, which isn't really surprising. Alright, so if I remember correctly, we talked
Thinking of
to
tampering at the
Parvati
work.
for a bit. Learned a little more
Yeah,
about her
so
backstory,
this is
which
my hidey
is
spot
actually
now.
pretty interesting.
I
So
was
I'll
looking
shut
for a
up and
place
just
that
let
was
you
quiet.
guys,
I
enjoy.
figured the kitchen will be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I also
The Block 2 design scooched in
legitimately
extra
do not
cargo space,
remember
but didn't
telling
change the
her
stock
that we
engines.
weren't Alex
Probably a touch underpowered, though.
Hawthorne,
Accurate in all
but
particulars.
I guess she
I
knows.
conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
She does talk about her dad a lot.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
Mr. Thompson is an asshole, and that is not funny. But it's pretty clear that the dude's a dick, so I'm kinda glad I decided to get rid of him.
I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like you wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Why? Seems kinda weird, that whole situation. And the way they just, like, choose people for
Because they were
jobs.
hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater. When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening. I reckon you could say, no thanks, I don't want a job. But then you don't got a job.
You know, in this universe, that's kind of preferable to the shit
I'm
you
good at making
guys
things
have
work
to
the way
do
they ought.
and put up with.
Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
Oh, that bad, huh?
Oh, there were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches. As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars. When an engine came in, I'd strip it down and rebuild it. I mostly built for myself. Custom tools, little mechanical critters to talk to. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now. Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed. About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ears so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
It's fine. It was fine. It was actually a pretty enjoyable conversation. We got to learn a little more about Pravati, and I must say so far, out of all the characters I've met, which is not very many, but yeah, she's definitely my favorite, and I think she'll end up being my favorite companion, unless we find some like badass, like criminal chick with a heart of gold. But I doubt we are, so, but you never know. This game is really well written, as I said before. Like, Pravati is just like one example of that. But yeah, her whole backstory is pretty nice. So I am really glad I decided to get this tech skill, because I'm sure it makes doing stuff like this a lot easier, and I'm sure it makes doing stuff like repairing and stuff like that cost a lot less in terms of resources. I think I'm definitely gonna start to like hyper focus in on certain skills and like get them up as at least halfway, at least to 50. I'm pretty sure we could scrounge up enough XP to do it. I'm not planning to rush through this game at all. We don't really got much coming out for like some time, so yeah, I definitely plan to like experience this game and enjoy it. So yeah, I spent a while just kind of like tinkering with stuff and upgrading and stuff like that. You guys can let me know in the comment section if you guys enjoy watching this or not. I actually had commentary pertaining to what I was doing in the previous original recording, but because this is kind of a re-recording, like a voiceover over the actual gameplay, because well, the audio, as I said in the beginning, ended up messing up, so I can't remember exactly what I did. I'm pretty sure I put the melee attack defense on this armor, cause yeah, I get rushed a lot and it's kind of problematic, and the dodge skill isn't exactly very easy to pull off, I have to say. And I'm pretty sure I put the tech skill upgrade on this one. Yep, that's what I did. It's kind of weird looking back on my gameplay. Like, I'm doing a voiceover for it. Well, like, I'm not editing or anything like that. I'm just, But yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna end up like switching a heavy machine gun out of my loadout for like a sniper rifle, and just have like my energy, mid-range energy weapon, my pistol, my assault rifle, and a sniper. But I feel for right now, I'm gonna hold on to it, because it usually ends up being like having the most ammo out of my out of my weapons, which is weird. So like the first time looking at this, I actually got a bit confused. I'm not gonna lie, and I did not see the quest marker. Even though it's like right there in front of you, I did not see it at first. So I went into the menu just kinda like trying to make sure the quest was marked, which it was, obviously. Yeah, I really don't know how I missed that like really obvious quest marker. I thought that was like a representation of my ship, and that's where it was, and I needed to, you know, go someplace else. So I was like, where the hell am I going? What is this place called? And blah blah blah. Don't worry, I figured it out pretty quickly, so it doesn't like take too long. But yeah, looking back at it, I feel like an
Now arriving
idiot.
at Phineas's top secret
Yeah, so this
orbital
is not
lab.
where I'm supposed to be. I am actually supposed to be there.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
You got a minute?
Yeah, so Pravati asked us to come along,
Hey,
and
Captain.
of course I bring
I heard
her.
the Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady
Like, wait,
named
what are
Junlei
they?
Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans, she could teach me all manner of stuff.
I don't know what Borston beans are, but yeah, sure, you
Thanks,
can come
Captain.
along.
I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
So apparently you can actually like kick people out of your crew as well. So I don't know if that has any kind of effect or not.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space.
Yeah, she gets so excited.
I never
It's
thought I'd be able
funny.
to say that.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss-ball stick, I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying. Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want a truncheon through your teeth.
Yeah, I was being a bit cheeky here, and I kind of wanted to see them
This ain't
fight,
a
but
show. Move along.
it didn't happen, which was a bit disappointing, but it is what it is.
Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan? Only the finest group of tossball players ever to take the field. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Okay, but, you know, still not exactly the most mature thing to do. But hey, who am I to
That's
judge?
when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Yeah, I figured you'd be pretty much fired, dude.
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey,
So,
not for nothing.
I'm
But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock.
pretty sure
Wouldn't happen to be
the
yours, would it?
is like a bear, but I'm not sure.
Oh, just musing is all. Must be nice having the run of the colony. Never being anchored to one place, always chasing some horizon. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Oh, not at all. Just, you know, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
So I did try talking back to him,
Going for a stroll
but
around
nothing
the docking
happened.
base?
So I don't know if I missed out on a mission or like a crewmate or something by the dialogue choices that I picked. But that guy does seem a bit impulsive, so I don't necessarily know if I would want him as a crewmate anyway.
Customs and inspection,
But
right this
hey,
way. Identification, please.
so I don't know if I don't know if we have an idea or not, but I didn't give this guy it if we did. I just kind of told him I'm new, which kind of got me in just fine.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's because like Alex was a smuggler or something like
You'll
that.
want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
And once again, I don't understand anything he just said.
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Well, not me, Alex, most likely. But, you know, hopefully we can get it solved. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I took the angry approach, and
You take
yes,
the
I
starch
did.
out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
It depends. How does this benefit me?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Okay.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Alright, so we end up taking this guy's side
Much
quest anyway.
appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
And yeah, so we're gonna get a bunch of information, so let me shut up and you guys can just listen or skip ahead.
He's
Up to
friendly
you.
enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that,
Yes, they would.
would they?
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Sure thing. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind
He
me.
said that
Chief
so
Junlei might have an errand needs
casually.
running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird.
Okay, Pavati,
look
calm down. Well, you'll get to meet the engineer lady.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be
She's
recognized.
so nice. I wish this game had romance options, just so I could date her. She's awesome.
Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
Alright, so that was a lot of information, and it's clear that we could have gotten more. Seems
Glad
like,
to help.
but you know, you can only absorb so much
They
information in
strip the
one
parts
go.
from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
And Sublight is apparently hella shady. So
Relative to
yeah.
the Board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. All right. The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right. You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
So we basically know everything we need to
see
know
ya.
for now. So yeah, let's get going. In fact,
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from... Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You're hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly...
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet
yeah,
purpleberry
I think I
flavored
end off the
center.
video soon. So yeah, guys, leave a like,
You can do it.
hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed. People on BitChute, make sure to check out my YouTube channel. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.